Okay, I'm doing this live because screw it. It doesn't matter. I might as well do this live because this is it. This is this is beautiful. This is wonderful stuff that I got to say and talk about because this is a wonderful show that I'm about to make clear. The fact that Nico Calio, of all people, had to say this because he made three different shows that were very popular, and they just and I don't know why people gave him this show as a way to attract the younger demographic. The fact that the show that people are talking about is Thundercats, and the new show is basically called Thundercats Roar, which a lot of people have criticized this because looking at the image of it, I didn't really like it because it was very it looked it pretty much like an autistic version of Steven's universe. And the sheer criticism of it and the backlash from fans, especially old fans that liked the Thundercats and remembered the Thundercats back in the 80s, a lot of people are kind of upset with what he said. And I kind of agreed with one person about this, that nobody said anything about putting talented people out of work, just people making Thundercats roar. This is something that people were kind of saying about this. It's like they're making literal memes about this. Now, there was one person that said, "Why are people so mad about the recent cartoon art style? This is a decade of cartoons that look visually appealing and nice. Did everyone forget the 90s when everything looked like animated lump of mashed potatoes?" Not really, because I used to remember a lot of other cartoons that were like, let's see, what were the 90s cartoons like? I used to remember, let's see what 90s cartoons I remembered that was the biggest example of a pretty good series. Like, most people could remember 90s cartoon shows. Like, most people remembered the Rugrats. Most people remembered Gargoyles. Most people remembered Animaniacs because I remembered Rugrats. That was like the longest running series ever made. Same with Doug. Same with Dexter's Lab. Same with Almost Daria. Same with The Simpsons. Because I remember The Simpsons back in the days. It started out as like it was syndicated on a show, and I can't remember which show it was. It was a female actress that was a very well-known comedian who featured their cartoon, and it was on The Simpsons. Now, I used to remember Rocko's Modern Life, Darkwing Duck. That's another good show. Tailspin was another good show. DuckTales was a short-lived. I really liked it. It was around the 80s. Johnny Bravo was okay. Captain Planet was okay. Recess was okay. Beavis and Butthead got popular because of the whole sense of humor of it. But a lot of people remembered Angry Beavers. That's another big show that came on back in the days. That was not real because it actually presented itself, especially Ren and Stimpy. A lot of people really liked Ren and Stimpy because it presented itself as a story. And of course, The Tick. The Tick didn't seem to have that big of a deal. Now, 90s cartoons were totally different back then. Especially, a lot of people may not remember a lot of the cartoons. And I remembered Timon and Pumbaa. I remembered there was also the Karate Kid. There was also the X-Men. There was also, there was a bunch of Saturday morning cartoons that were really popular in the 90s. And it was mostly Fox shows. Like, most people remembered Rugrats, Dexter's Laboratory, Tiny Toon Adventures, Animaniacs, DuckTales, Futurama, Batman the Animated Series, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, it was a long-running series. Most people remembered South Park being around in the 90s, and it was syndicated. And I remember the controversy around that show. My family did not want me to watch that show for some reason. Around the 90s. I do remember Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. That was around, and then they canceled it. X-Men was another really good show. Johnny Bravo was a really good show. Regardless, Spider-Man, the animated series, was a good show. I used to love watching that on Fox. Pokemon was another show. And yeah, a lot of people remembered Pokemon. Let's see. Scooby-Doo, where are you? It was still the longest running show ever made. Dragon Ball Z, yeah, we've seen that. Gargoyles, yes. That was actually another good show that, but it's sad that they canceled it. I remembered Bobby's World. I remembered. I did not watch Rocket Power. Scooby-Doo show. Inspector Gadget. It was around the 80s. Goof Troop was another good show. That was another good show that hit. That was really good. Real Monsters was another good show on Nickelodeon. It's a shame that they didn't get that one. And Cowabunga was another one. New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. That's another good one. Freakazoid was another good one. The Real Ghostbusters until it was canceled. Space Ghost Coast to Coast. A lot of people liked it because it was comical. And I understood why. Superman the Animated Series, okay, but short-lived. Captain Planet and the Planeteers, it was an okay series. It's a shame that they canceled it back then. I know Ted Turner was responsible for that one. Now, let's see. The Flintstone Kids, Batman Beyond, yeah, it was a good show. Shame that they... Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? That's another show that that was short-lived. The Critic was a good show. A lot of people liked The Critic. Beetlejuice was an okay show. Disney Adventures of Gummybears was a good show. Pepper Ann, I don't know. I never watched it. Digimon Digital Monsters was a good show. Sonic the Hedgehog was a good show. It was an okay show. Kablam was a hilariously funny show. Roly Poly Oly, I remember that show. I remember babysitting some kids and actually watching that. Popeye the Sailor, yeah, that was an okay long-running series, especially when they did the Tick was a good show. Let's see, Super Mario Super Show. Pound Puppies, I do remember that one. Let's see what else. PJ and Honor, okay, no, Hercules, the cartoon series. Beast Wars, Transformers, Bonkers was okay. Duckman was okay. Life with Louie. This is a long list of shows, especially Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure cartoon show. Back to the Future cartoon show, short-lived. Yeah. Iron Man the cartoon, the animated series. Earthworm Jim the animated series. Wildcats, I do remember that. And SWAT Cats the Radical Squadron. I remember that show back when I was a kid. There was a lot of cartoon shows in the 90s that were very good, but it's a shame that some of them didn't last that long. Especially the only shows that lasted long was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was it. That's what I remembered about that series. Oh boy. Oh boy, I hate having to be autistic as hell just to talk about this, because a lot of people are talking about this whole situation because I am shocked by it too, by what Cleo said. And I understand this guy wants to protect his self-interest in making a cartoon show. And I'm not going to, a lot of people are shitting on it on social media because of the fact that, yeah, this is pretty bad. Because why are you going to disrespect the past, generation of people who liked old cartoon shows, and you're going to say it's mashed potatoes and gravy? Some of those cartoon shows actually did try to present itself as really entertaining. But it's a shame that most people are like disrespecting this. Yeah, and this is so funny too. And this is the actual look of the guy. I'm going to show you guys something. This is, let me see. This is the guy that everyone's so worried about. This is something that people need to understand. This is the guy that's going to try to ruin the childhood of everyone's dreams come true. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you a guy who is going to make a cartoon show about about Thundercats. And this is something I really, 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 I really hate to tell you this, because this is the ultimate shit show that's about to happen. Because a lot of people really, really like the series, and so far, you know, people are talking about this. Yeah, it's like people are literally making memes of this show. It's no joke. Let me show you an example of what they're doing. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Teen Titans Go, Ben 10s, Be Cool Scooby Doo, Powerpuff Girls, and next, the next show, Thundercats. Yeah, Ben 10 was a really good show until they decided to go with a teenage approach to the series, because I kind of liked it, the aspect of it when he was just the young kid, like going around with his grandpa, you know, in an adventure with an alien device on his hand. And I thought it was a really good series. And then it got to the point where, you know, yeah, I kind of agree that he needs to grow up a little bit, but it was an okay series to the point where I kind of like the adventure aspect of Ben 10 than the teenage aspect of Ben 10, because Ben 10 was like another version of Johnny Quest in a way. And I kind of enjoyed the series for what it was, because it was an okay series. Especially Powerpuff Girls. I really did like Powerpuff Girls. Until they decided to, you know, go a different direction with a new coat of paint with it, and it just didn't work out well for them. Then I'm lucky I didn't watch Teen Titans Go, because I watched it. It was kind of boring. I can understand that kids like this show. I just didn't get the humor behind the show. Everything was just kind of like, you got to be autistic to understand the show. And I hate to say that to the animators and everything, but that's how I felt about it. Because literally everything just didn't seem okay. Coming soon. Yeah, this is the thing that people are literally making memes of this show, like coming soon, Akira Teens, Cartoon Network. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna see a new cartoon show of Akira Teens with the adventures of Akira, who uses psychic powers to run around and destroy people with his mind. That's right. This is literally the meme that everyone is going to make about Akira coming soon on Cartoon Network. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see that new show on Cartoon Network. Let's see here. Because people are making literal memes of this. This is something that's gonna be fun. And people are just making fun of this. This is something else. Myers $10 universe. Yeah, they're making fun of this because of the fact that this is getting to the point where people are just laughing at this, making the art style. That is so easy to do, so freaking obvious and uninspiring. It's getting to the point where it's just driving people mad. Especially, people are saying some really, trollish stuff, like this guy, for example. I'm sorry, which cartoon looks like a mashed potatoes again? It's awesome when adults get upset over cartoons directly aimed at children. Yeah, but it's an old cartoon. There's a difference here. Oh boy. This is literally what people are taking seriously right now. And this is the show that everyone's talking about. This is the show that everyone's going to be talking about right now, because this is what we're going to be expecting to watch on Cartoon Network. This is the show, ladies and gentlemen. This is Thundercats Roar. That's what people are upset about. This is what people think, because a lot of people don't like the idea of it being a comedy. Because back then it was very serious, it was very entertaining, and it was very dramatic. That's what people liked about the Thundercats, because it was a very, it took a little bit of an approach on what on a comic book type of universe that actually had action and adventure in a way. I really hoped it was going to be a good show, but at the same time, a lot of people are kind of upset about this because of the art style. It just looks like it looks pretty bad. That's the truth. Now, Cartoon Network is reviving Thundercats in a wild style, a new, like they call it, in a new wild new style, and it's nothing new, because they use this on Steven's Universe. Oh, cool. I just hope the Princess of Power will be cool. Now, the thing, Thundercats are back, but really not looking how you think they would. Announced it through Entertainment Weekly today, Warner Brothers Animation is reviving the beloved 1985 animation series Thundercats War, although no format for the new series has been revealed yet. The series will feature a radically different, one might even call it wacky, style of Lion-O and the gang, as well as increased focus on comedic elements alongside action. Yeah, that's what people are upset about, because they don't like the idea of it being a comedy. They don't like that. They would rather stick with it being a action-oriented cartoon show. And this is the thing that a lot of people are upset about, because Thundercats was very serious back in the 80s. It was a very, entertaining, serious series, because a lot of people don't realize this. Next thing you know, you're going to have Snarf saying, "Snarf, what you doing?" And then you have Lion-O going like, "Shut the fuck up." Yeah, that was from a soundbite that they did. As much as I kind of liked the series back in the 80s, that's why people are upset about this, because they want to make it into a comical tone. And it's like, it was never really a comedy. It was more an action-oriented cartoon series. And I can understand that they want to attract a new generation of Thundercats in hopes to make it really entertaining. But I just want to see, I just hope, and I'm not going to, bash these people. I'm not going to bash, but they went too far as to, go like telling everyone, "Oh, we're going to ruin your childhood and everything," in hopes to make, because they want to be funny and edgy. And that's the truth. And it's like, look, I'm not going to, go that far up their ass and tell them that, but I wish him the best of luck with that cartoon, because I'm not gonna, attack him or put him down, but that's what's going on. And this has gone to the point where, you know, it does bother me a lot, but at the same time, you know, you can't really blame these people. They want to start some controversy on the internet, and it's like, look, I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna, you know, bash them, but it's like they really went too far with that thing, because it's like they just don't get it why people are upset about this, because, you know, because they like the original cartoon series, and it's like they want to take this in a different direction with comedy, because the animators who did Gumball, who did Steven's Universe, who did this, are trying to approach it with comedy. They want to do it with a sense of humor. A lot of people liked it, so they thought, hey, let's give them the show. Let them try to do it in a different direction. And the fact that a lot of people are kind of like upset about this because of the fact that this show was very popular in the 80s. It had action figures that were selling well until it was later canceled. Now, I'm not gonna, attack the community of animators on this, because I understand they want a job, they want to work on this. I wish them the best of luck on this show, but I don't think I want to watch this show, to be honest with you, because it does have an entertaining style, but at the same time, you know, a lot of people are shitting on it because of this, because the guy is like literally shitting on the community of fans that really like the show, and that's not right. He could have just said nothing, you know, and just said, hey, we really want to make a really good show. But it's like, look, and it's like the backlash to this is so bad. Even the Bozo team looks at him and clean, like he's a complete smuck. Like half of the actors on that show are just like looking at him like, what the fuck? Okay, Jesus, Lamb of God, stop ruining my childhood with bogus new age bullshit. Hashtag, yeah, because everyone on the hashtag Thundercats are just literally going off on this. Like, no joke. You got to look at this shit. You got to look at what's going on the hashtag Thundercats. This is what's going on. I like, a lot of people liked the Braz and Riken series of that was produced by Braz and Riken in 1985 or 84 if I remember. And right now, you know, you think everything looks the same. Just remember that when everyone wanted to either anime or Powerpuff Girls, UPA want to be Thundercats. Yep. You may remember the Looney Tunes Unleashed, Sigma 6, G.I. Joe, and Teen Titans. Yep. And this is what they're trying to do. The art style is just like, you know, they want to make a series that would look cool and appealing to the younger kids, and it's like, yeah, this is literally what's going to happen. Like, you know, the legend continues. Like, this is what people are looking at right now. Yeah, even Black Nerd Problems is saying that, what the fuck is this? What the hell is this? Look at his face. Look at it, his face in disgust. He really is pissed off with this show. Look at him. Look at that face of disgust when he looks at the new Thundercats. Roar. That face is really a disappointment right there. As you can see, Black Nerd Problems' hate is angry. He's like, what the hell is this? It's Gumball plus Thundercats is Thunderballs. Yep, that's what they're saying. It's just like Teen Titans, Young Justice, Teen Titans Go. Reminder. Reminds me of Wind Waker. It's a difference that, be sure, but at least see what it's about. Who knows? Maybe it works. This is what people are disappointed about. Talking about the Thundercats. It's like, look, a lot of people
Thundercats!
the fact that they are trying so hard to make an animated series, it takes minimum effort for this animated series to make it into a comical series. This is what I love. 2011 Thundercats reboot style story. It was great. When I saw the opening to the new cartoony Thundercats show, I cracked it up. So win-win. Thundercats and Thundercats roar. Yeah. And a lot of people are kind of disappointed because a lot of people like Cheetara of all people, the most popular character, and then they kind of downgraded her to this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why most people are upset with this show. And they're all going off on this. Thundercats reclaiming Thundera. Good. Crap. Yeah, this is how bad it is right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is what people are upset about. I hate to say this. This is what people are not happy about. Yeah, because right now, you know, people are very upset with this show, and it's getting to the point where it's getting there. It's getting to the point. It's getting to the point where people are just like, yeah. This is the art. This is what they're trying to present themselves. To the point where everyone is so sad about this. Look, those terrible Cartoon Networks don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, yeah. Stop this project already. It's been in production for months and put 60 talented people out of work because you don't like the promotional image. For the record, I was a kid when the original Thundercats was on, and I hated it. This is something you reboot and make it better, which I think the new crew will do just fine. And he's trying to defend his show, which is fine. I'm not, trying to shit on him for it, but he wants to make sure that they get a job. I understand that he's upset about this, but a lot of us in the community are like, I don't want to deal with this. Listen, I don't like the art style of the new Thundercats either, but there's no need to give the artist grief just because you don't like it. It doesn't mean it's garbage. Maybe you're not the target demographic. Artists keep creating your stuff, keep being amazing. Yeah. And right now, people are shitting on this, like the announcement of the new Thundercats roar. A lot of people are bashing the fuck out of this, like no joke. The new Thundercats is looking good. Now, what irritates me about the new Thundercats cartoon is that CN had already had a highly stylized reboot continuation of shows that were loved by old fans and new fans alike, but Ben 10, Omniverse, and Scooby-Doo Mysterious Incorporated and Transformers Animated, that was another issue I remember. I recall that. Wasn't that popular. Yes, they all have the same art director, Derek J. Wyatt, but their stories were all differentiated by tone of overreaching plot, each one respecting the material that came before it. And in the Omniverse case, it actually improved on its story elements from prior to the handful of seasons. What I'm basically saying is that Cartoon couldn't have had a winner on their hands if they reboot Thundercats with Derek J. Wyatt at the artistic helm alongside a staff of known source materials, and also how to write and direct a good action comedy combo. Which I'll agree with it. If they would have had him on the helm of Thundercats, he would have done better. Now, Cartoon Network announces it has brought back Dragon Ball Z from Tao Company and is going to reboot the series on its network. Here's the preview of what's going to be like. Yeah, people are really just starting to get into this whole bashing thing. No joke. It's just getting to the point where it's just crazy. This is what's going on the internet, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we're expecting. We're expecting a reboot that's going to turn the world around. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And especially, let me look at the preview to the She-Ra cartoon. I just hope it's not bad. Because you can tell this is what they're doing. Yeah, for those who are upset about the new Steven Universe SK Thundercats cartoon, we're getting a new She-Ra cartoon. Duh, I already knew about that for a while. This is no joke. Well, let's look at this one.
I liked it. I liked it. I liked it. I liked it.
Yeah. Now, let's look at what's going on here. Because I'm just going to read this article and tell you guys what's going on. Because this is so funny. Because I'm not holding back on this shitty escapade that's going on. Because especially what they're telling everyone. Thundercats has gone through a number of iterations over the years. There is, of course, an 80s animated action classic from Rankin Bass, which I call him Rankin Bass. It's like I keep mispronouncing it. Rankin Bass, which is true. That is introduced Saturday morning cartoon kids everywhere with Lion-O, a child prince tapped in a super jacked Catman body, and his Thunderian cohorts as they battle a villain in the Third Earth in defense of acute critters like the Burbles. In the 80s blast nostalgia and its 130 episodes found in the way into the syndicated re-airings over the decades. But the first real try at a reboot arrived in 2011, which is true because they canceled the show because due to scheduling issues. Because I remember that was a bigger issue. Because it was a shame though, because it was a good attempt on trying to revive the series, but they couldn't do it. The courtesy of Warner Brothers Animation. Now enter Thundercats Roar, a much more cartoonish comedic take on the property led by producer cartoonist Victor Courtwright. He draws, no pun intended, from his work that shows from Mighty Magic Swords, Pickle and Peanut, Yo Gabba Gabba, even the recent series Okay, Let's be heroes. The new take on the differently going to rub some old fans the wrong way. Cartoon Network's model has shown younger skewing audience really enjoys their brand of animated action humor. So time will tell how successful and silly it will take really is. Thundercats Roar stars Max Milton's Justice League action as Lion-O and Wilcat, Eric Lineback from DC Superhero Hot Hero Girls, Chitara, Wilcat, Patrick, I can't pronounce these names pretty well because I'm not a good reader. Stills, Justice League Action, Tigra, and Mumra as Chris J. Alex, Star Wars Battlefront, Panthro. Thundercats War is set to premiere on Cartoon Network sometimes in 2019. In the meantime, check out the new and behind-the-scenes look of Thundercats War, followed by the new show. Let's look at this show. Let's look at what we're expecting here, because I'm a bit curious.
Hey there, everyone. My name's Lion-O, and I'm the star of a new show called Thundercats Roar. Wait, you don't know what a Thundercat is? Well, let's start small. I'm a Thundercat.
I really hate this. I'm a Thundercat, and I'm here to tell you people about this new cartoon show that is called Thundercats Roar. It is actually a very good show. Ho! Because everyone knows it's gonna suck. Ho! Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Thundercats, ho! Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now that this show is going to suck, because I'm going to lift my sword and say, ho!
And this is my magic slicing stick, Sword of Omens. Give me sight beyond sight.
My God, this is what we're gonna be expecting from this show. And here's what Corey had to say about the series. I think the world that they built lends itself a really well, because they're gonna try to make it into a comedy. Because, okay, this is what he has to say. I think the world they built lends itself really well to comedy because of how silly and crazy outlandish those ideas are. Some of those settings are, but at the same time, it wouldn't be Thundercats if it didn't have a super cool action element, because that's what people came back to. It's very much something that we want to lean on. So with the new show, we're not walking away from the action in any bit, but every step we take towards comedy, we take it more towards really cool action scenes and explosions and lasers and action effects. Here's the other law, because this is something that people need to understand. This guy is trying to make it into a comedy. And I can understand that the guy wants to take it into a serious direction where he felt that it needs to go into garbage land in a way. But I wish him the best of luck with this, because this is something I kind of hope that it would be okay. But the problem is, you know, I really, really hoped it would be a good show. But at the same time, you know, I want to bash the hell out of it, because this is not going to be good. As much as I hate to say this, you know, considering how the attitude of the animators treating the community and everything, I think the guy really wants to kill the show. Really wants to kill the animation of the show. No joke. He really wants to kill the show. For what it's worth, you know. Because I think he's like one of those little, you know, employees from the animation industry that really wants to destroy the animation industry by far, what he says. and tries to tell everyone, "Oh yeah, hey, I'm upset with this show." And I think he's secretly trying to, destroy it from within by telling everyone, "Oh yeah, this show is gonna. I'm glad I'm gonna ruin your childhood." And then he tries to get people to hate on Warner Brothers. That's gonna probably get him fired at Warner Brothers if he does this shit, because this is the type of stuff you shouldn't be doing, especially on social media, telling everyone, "I'm gonna destroy your childhood, kiddies, ha 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 ha, because I'm gonna go and make sure you all will be destroyed. I'm going to enjoy this because I'm so much fine. You all forced this out on me. On behalf of the animation industry, it's time for me to tell you the honest truth. We want and love to ruin your childhood." Oh God, I hate that. Now, this is something that I really don't think that most people understand. That this is something that people can do.
Hello, kiddies. I'm here to tell you that this show is absolutely going to be gorgeous, because tonight we're going to talk about what's going on today on Cartoon Network. Today, children, we're going to go ahead and tell you that this show is going to be a very good, entertaining meme right now. Because why? Because Thundercats Roar. That sounds like another song from, what's her name? I can't remember her name particularly. She was a very good pop artist. She made a song called Roar. But everyone hears a roar from this cartoon show that's going to be utter crap, because everyone knows it's a very, very entertaining show. It's going to be an entertaining meme. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you this cartoon artist who wishes to do nothing but ruin your childhood. Tonight, we're going to dig deeper into the cartoon industry by making fun of it, by bashing the hell out of everyone who dares to speak out about the cartoon industry, and telling everyone that it's okay to bash Thundercats Roar. As you might as well know, this show is so entertaining, and that's why I have to tell everyone this is going to be a very entertaining show. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bash the hell out of this motherfucking bitch because of all the things he said. Doesn't mean everything he'll say, because right now he is going to go to hell. In a hell basket, that is. Alright. Sorry if I made that creepy voice, but I had to because I wanted to be funny. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and send a message to Nurgle. I'm going to send him in and tell him, "Hey, Nurgle, get in here." Damn it! I need to correct myself. Come on in, man. Let me see if he wants to come in. Let's see. Hell has no fury like a woman scorned. Indeed. Batman is retarded. No, he isn't. If this guy makes G.I. Joe look retarded, I would hope he would put autism into it. That's the thing that people are worried about the comedy of this show, because a lot of people don't realize that this is going to be the show that everyone's worried about, that is going to be on Cartoon Network, which everyone's hoping that this would turn into a shit show. As much as I hate to say this, this is going to be the #1 shit show of all time, because I really hoped it would turn out okay.
let's see here. That's a big surprise. Nan Schummel. Cowards make me sick. Real men show strength through patience and honor. This is the elevator. Is abuse free. Now, months later, Catfish Neb Schumer accused of sexual misconduct. Okay, that's another thing that I probably will talk about in the future. Oh boy, this is becoming one of those masculine and escalated. Yeah, because this is becoming one of those situations where people are kind of surprised by the situation. And I'm kind of surprised by what's going on right now, because a lot of people are a little bit upset with this situation with Thundercats. Because this is something that a lot of people have talked about, and a lot of people are talking about right now in the industry, because the guy is like talking about the industry, talking about the cartoon industry. Look, so what if people are making fun of this or bashing this or saying that this is a bad show? You know, let the market decide for itself. Eventually, you know, it's not gonna affect what I say about it or what I feel about it, because it's not going to do anything really bad. Because this is something that I kind of realized that it wouldn't matter if people are going to, you know, say something negative about it, especially me. Because I realize, you know, it's not going to affect anything what I say. Because if I say as a fan that I don't think this show is going to be a success, but I wish you the best of luck anyways. I hope you succeed in your show, but I just don't want to watch it. It's not my type of thing. I'm sure kids will watch it. It's like I really don't think most people will care. I'm sure people will watch it. I'm sure people will, you know, enjoy it for what it's worth, because let's put it this way, it's not gonna matter, because this is something that I just hope people would be laughing at. Like, this is something. This is something that people are going to probably be laughing at in the future. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Because it's a big surprise. Me and my wife off to Windsor confused a few people. Yeah. Like, this is going to be something that I'm just going to be on social media right now. And I'm going to show you guys what's going on in social media right now. This is something that you guys are going to be laughing at right now. That's... This is what you're going to be looking at right now. Yeah, the Royal Wedding happened, and I wish them the best of luck with their stuff. Okay, Bionic Vapor Boy. Funny man. Draws cute girls and funny cartoon bios. Animator sometimes. Rap god. Mass Conqueror. Watches many videos. People are defending Cal art style. You guys. Now let's see here. Oh yeah, the waifu holocaust hashtag. This is funny. People are kind of upset about the situation because, okay, we can't secede an inch of the ground of these people out there that are out of their minds. They want to get rid of all porn, period. It's true that Valve is feeling pressure from PayPal. I think PayPal needs to feel some pressure from us. the waifu holocaust, especially sexual violent video games from the platform Me Too social movement, because this is from the National Center of Sexually Exploitation. They're claiming that a lot of the games that people make, because right now this is becoming a problem, because they're getting to the point where, you know, that they're selectively removing certain games. Like, for example, I bought a game called Waifu, like Deep Space Waifu. I thought it was a really funny game. Don't get me wrong. I thought it was a funny game. And it's like, right now, they're doing a sign-in a petition about this, which I that on change.org to tell, you know, do not remove Honey Pop or other sexual content games on Steam. And right now it's going up because people are very pissed off about this. You can go in and I'll link it down below for you guys. I might just do that right now. I'm going to go ahead and link the sign the petition today. Because a lot of people are kind of upset about this situation right now. Because it's like, no joke, people are going off on the deep end. This person is against Steam waifu. Made me quick Photoshop. You're free to repost if you like. Save waifus, waifu holocaust. Yes, they're trying to destroy the waifus. On the internet. This is serious, guys. This is what they're trying to fight against. Keep in mind, children have been 22 school shootings, but parents like these are more concerned about the little Timmy seeing 2D boobs. Get your priorities straight. Waifu holocaust. Like, this is becoming a crazy situation because a lot of people really do enjoy the oh boy. Yeah, this is the most ridiculous situation ever, because you can see right here, this is what people are fighting about. Waifus on the internet waifus, and it's like, yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. Yes, they're trying to destroy all the waifus on Steam, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting to the point, excuse me, it's getting to the point that there is no nudity on Steam. It's a goddamn patch, waifu holocaust. Judging how this happened, the stuff flagging the games seems automated, so I'm inclined to believe the retard Christian.org is responsible, because as a Christian myself, I know too well how radical Christians can be, so indefinitely something they do. Waifu, hashtag waifu holocaust. Yeah, this is getting to the point that there's going to be the petition's already at 10,000. Over 10,000. Over 10,000! Ian Horton. On May 17th, the developers of Honey Pop, Mutiny, Kama Sutra, and other games sent messages from Valve that must be censored the nudity and sexual content in their games, or they will be removed from Steam store in 2 weeks' time. These games, Valve approved, and many have been sold on Steam for years without any complaints from Valve. This is unacceptable attack of free expression and free enterprise. These developers are small and cannot afford legal teams to fight for their rights. Only public pressure can force Valve back down to reverse the discriminatory new policy that was given to developers without explanation or warning. All of them are still wanting clarification from Valve. We demand Valve explain the decision and respect the customers' rights to buy the games we want and decide for ourselves what content we want in the game. Yeah, I'll do it. What the hell, I'll do it. Because this is something that I'm going to go ahead and do. My dog again. I'm gonna sign in this thing because what the hell? The waifu holocaust has begun. What are you doing, boy? No, not going to. Skip now. Yeah, what? No, I'm not gonna do it, boy, because you've been a naughty boy. You've been a naughty boy. Yeah. Because you've been naughty to me. You've been naughty. Naughty. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm having technical difficulties. Hold on. Skip. Yeah, I'm taking a while. It's going to take a while for me because I'm getting really a little bit ticked off. Skip. Skip. Jesus Christ. How many times are you going to... I just signed your little stupid thing. Why are you going to force it upon us to... It's like this... This is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. Look at what they're trying to do. This is what I hate about petitions. No, stop, Opie. Don't cry on me. This is what they're trying to do. Skip, 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 skip. I don't care. I don't care. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. No, 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 no. 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 Not gonna happen. They want you to donate money to change.org. No, Opie, you're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me. I already took you out. And this is what I hate about this whole situation, because this is something that people are doing. This is the crazy stuff that they're doing without a doubt. And I'm not going to hate on these people because this is the thing that they want to do. That's okay. Fine. Now, hold on for a moment. Opie, be good. Watch out. Good, okay? Today is not a good day for me. Like most days, I try to talk about these issues single myself. Fortunately, no one wants to show up on this podcast because, well, I understand a lot of them are busy taking care of a lot of things with their lives, and I'm not going to hold it against anybody. I understand a lot of them want to do their own thing. I understand that they got to do their own, show, And that's fine. A lot of people are, you know, sad. A lot of people feel a little bit depressed. A lot of people, you know, find it hard to believe that this is happening. You know, I'm not gonna blame anybody. I understand that a lot of people, you know, want to, you know, fight against the tides of life, and they want to, you know, put their stuff out there. And I know that they're concerned about a lot of issues and everything, and this is what people are doing. And this is something that I'm not going to hold against anybody about, because this is what's going on. A lot of people are bashing this, and a lot of people are just making fun of it because this is something that is going on. We're disappointed about Steam's new enforcement of their content policy hurting good developers' VNs. We should be accessible to everyone. So we're making an open invitation to the VN developers who would like to join our DM-free store to release their titles. Email GSA. Now, I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, an opportunity to do so. Yeah, because GSA USA is going to make their own little store. I wish them the best of luck. And this is what they're going to do. Let me see if I can get this up here. If any game developers that have like games with adult content can go ahead and go to JUSA and email them on this website, as you can see. Sort of a big surprise there, ladies and gentlemen, because that's going to be an interesting battle to hear. Now, anyways, let's go ahead and continue on, because this is what's going on right now. Because a lot of people are not happy with the situation. Not happy at all. Because oh, that's funny. Dear people who like driving, how and why are you literally maneuvering beneath metal? That's funny. Clearly indicates he's a bisexual supremacist terrorist. Or maybe a hammer and a sickle on a coat means he's a communist terrorist. This makes a lot of sense. Dun dun dun. And people are literally pointing out the issue about this kid. That this kid is just literally just making himself important. I have received word from Valve apologizing for the confusion, saying to disregard their previous email about the violation, that they are in the process of re-reviewing the game and will follow up soon. And this is an update from the Honey Pop developers, because I should be clear that it doesn't mean we are out of the woods. It just means we have an interesting development. Whatever is the case, the communications and clarifications from Valve is very, very, very appreciated. Yep. And this is about an hour ago. Yeah, and they got, because it seems like a lot of developers are talking about this. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'll catch you guys later because I'm gonna end this stream right now because I gotta go play some video games and such. So, catch you guys later. Bye bye.